Alright, so our Cornish hens are in the oven. As we're working on the dessert, we'll periodically brush it some more with our glaze, but while we have time, let's go and get started on our pumpkin pie. You guys asked for pumpkin pie, so here it is. I'm excited to show you how to make this one. So what we're going to start with is our pie crust. You can buy this from the store in the frozen section. Saves you some time. Just go ahead and buy the pre-made dough. You can buy it in the one that's rolled up or the one that's already in the tin. I like this one. Saves some time. So make sure before you start working with it, you let it sit in your freezer for at least 1 hour. Let it firm up. But now what we're going to do, I've put it in the freezer. What we're going to do now is we're going to let it sit in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. 10 minutes first. What we're going to do is we're going to put some weights in there. Press it down. I have some parchment paper just going to lay on the dough. Then I have 2 cans of beans I'm just going to stick in there. So they're going to have some weight in there so the crust will firm up really nicely while baking in the oven at 350 degrees. So we're going to let the cans stay in there as our weights for 10 minutes. Then once 10 minutes have elapsed, we'll take the weights out and let it continue to crisp up for 10 more minutes after that. So we have our cans in here. We go ahead and stick this in our 350-degree oven. Alright, again, so 10 minutes. Now, we're going to start working on our filling. So we have 2 cups of canned pumpkin. It's just basically 1 can. So that's good with our pumpkin. I already have that in here. You can find it in your supermarket, pretty common. Then I have 8 ounces of cream cheese. Just 1 container like this. I'm going to add that to our bowl here. Alright, so that's 8 ounces of cream cheese, regular cream cheese, and 1 can or 2 cups of canned pumpkin. I have a hand mixer here. We're going to use that and mix up what's in our bowl, our cream cheese and our pumpkin. So here we go. Alright, so that's combined really well with our hand mixer. Oh, it's time to baste our chicken once more. It's been 10 minutes since our original basting with our glaze. So now I'm just going to go ahead and baste it one more time. And then after that, we'll come back to our pumpkin pie. Alright, so after 10 more minutes, we'll hit it again with some more of our glaze, and then we'll keep doing that until an hour has passed, then we'll take that out. But continuing on with our pumpkin pie, to our cream cheese and pumpkin mixture, I'm going to add a half of banana to that. Just add another nice flavor in there. Again, make it creamy also with the consistency. Just use a spoon to mash up the banana a little bit before we bring out the hand mixer. Alright, so we've got our canned pumpkin and our cream cheese and our half banana to a nice creamy consistency, thanks to our big old strong hand mixer here. Now, we're just going to add some sugar and salt. 1 cup of sugar, as you can expect, lots of sugar in this pumpkin pie, but feel free to use other substitutes if you like other sort of sweeteners. And we also have just a pinch of salt, 1/4 teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and add that in here, continue mixing with our hand mixer. Alright, that's a great consistency, and actually, it's time we can grab our pie crust out of the oven, remove our weights, and then again, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, that's good. So I pulled our weights off of our pie crust, and it'll continue cooking, baking a little bit for 10 more minutes. Alright, so those next ingredients we're going to add is going to be some half and half, some butter, and some eggs. But before we do that, it's about time to hit our Cornish hen with a little bit more of the glaze, so I'll go ahead and do that. Alright, the Cornish hens are crisping up really nicely, by the way, and the cinnamon and the cardamom on that rub, along with the stuffing, is really filling the kitchen. It's very wonderful. So anyway, continuing with our pumpkin pie, it's about time we can take out our pie crust. It's done crisping up. So we grab that out of the oven. Alright, we'll get back to that pie crust in 1 minute, but right now we're going to continue working on our filling. So, what we're going to add now, I have 1 whole egg with 2 egg yolks slightly beaten in this bowl. I added a little bit of lemon juice for acidity, some freshness to work against the egg. So again, this is 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks slightly beaten. I'm going to go ahead and add that in here. Alright, now I have 1 cup of half and half I'm going to go ahead and add. Alright, right in here. Right now we have half a stick of butter that I melted. I'm going to add that now. Right, half a stick of butter, 4 tablespoons right in here. Alright, just a few more ingredients to add, but right before that, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more glaze to our Cornish hens. It's been 10 more minutes. Alright, perfect. And I went ahead and also took out our side rice stuffing that we put in the oven alongside our Cornish hen. That was all ready, so I took that out, but of course our Cornish hen is still in the oven. Should be ready actually really soon, maybe even 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and finish up our pumpkin pie. So we're going to add now half a teaspoon of some spices, half a teaspoon of some cinnamon, pretty standard fall, winter spice to add to baked goods. So half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and again half a teaspoon of cardamom, which is the exact same combination of spices we had in our Cornish hen spice rub. So let's add that in there. Alright. Go ahead and give that a mix. Alright, that's good with our spices. 1 more spice though. I have some fresh ginger, a fresh ginger root, just from your supermarket. You can find it there. I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. Just a little bit in there. That's such a great flavor. It really enhances all the other spices and ingredients that we have in here. It's a great holiday flavor in my opinion. Right, so that's good with our ginger. Now we're going to add some vanilla. Great ingredient for baked goods. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And let's give it another beating. Alright, that's all ingredients. I'm going to grab the pie crust, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and pour our filling into the pie crust. May not use all of it, so just go ahead and fill it up. Pour it right in. It's pretty good. Left about 1 inch from the top. And maybe we even have enough for 2 pies. Awesome. Right, that's definitely enough for this one. So now we're going to stick it in the oven, 350 degree oven. We're going to bake it for 50 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the oven.